Lone Survivor, 2013. The film Lone Survivor opens by honoring real Navy SEAL training, showing brutal preparation, discipline, and brotherhood. Operation Red Wings is introduced as a mission to capture Taliban leader Ahmad Shah in Afghanistan's mountains. 4 SEALs, Marcus Luttrell, Michael Murphy, Danny Dietz, and Matt Axelson, are deployed for reconnaissance. The terrain is unforgiving, communication is fragile, and danger surrounds them silently. Their professionalism contrasts with the chaos ahead. As they move through forests and cliffs, tension builds without gunfire. The film establishes realism, respect for soldiers, and the weight of responsibility. Every step forward feels heavy, knowing survival is never guaranteed during war. As the team settles into observation, they debate rules of engagement and moral responsibility. When Afghan goat herders unexpectedly discover them, the SEALs face a devastating ethical dilemma. Killing civilians violates their code, but releasing them risks mission failure and death. Lieutenant Murphy ultimately chooses to let them go, honoring military ethics despite danger. This moment defines the film's core conflict between duty and humanity. The decision quickly proves costly when enemy forces mobilize. The quiet mountain transforms into a battlefield. The film emphasizes realism, showing how war punishes moral choices. Suspense escalates as gunfire erupts, shattering the calm and sealing the team's fate. The Taliban ambush begins with overwhelming force, turning steep cliffs into death traps. The SEALs fight fiercely while tumbling down mountainsides, sustaining horrific injuries. Combat is chaotic, brutal, and relentless. Each soldier shows courage despite broken bones, bleeding wounds, and exhaustion. Axelson and Dietz are severely wounded but continue fighting. Murphy risks his life to communicate with command, exposing himself to enemy fire. His sacrifice becomes one of the film's most powerful moments. The firefight is portrayed with raw realism, avoiding heroics. Pain, fear, and determination dominate every second. The audience experiences war as confusion and survival, not glory or spectacle. Michael Murphy's decision to stand in open terrain to make the call costs him his life. His actions allow a rescue attempt, proving his leadership and bravery. The team continues fighting, but numbers and terrain overwhelm them. Dietz is killed during the assault, leaving Luttrell and Axelson struggling onward. Their bond deepens as they refuse to abandon each other. Gunfire echoes endlessly through the valley. The film emphasizes brotherhood, sacrifice, and the cost of loyalty. Axelson is eventually separated and mortally wounded. Luttrell, injured and alone, becomes the sole survivor. His escape into the forest marks a shift from team warfare to isolated endurance. Marcus Luttrell's survival becomes a test of will against impossible odds. Wounded and hunted, he moves through hostile terrain with limited resources. Taliban fighters pursue relentlessly, showing the danger never ends. Luttrell's training, instincts, and mental strength keep him alive. He encounters Muhammad Gulab, a local villager who chooses honor over fear. Gulab shelters Luttrell, risking his family's lives under Pashtunwali code. This act of humanity contrasts sharply with violence. The film highlights cultural complexity and moral courage. Survival is no longer about weapons, but trust. Luttrell's story shifts from combat to endurance, resilience, and unexpected compassion. Gulab's village becomes a fragile sanctuary as Taliban forces close in. Despite threats and intimidation, the villagers protect Luttrell, demonstrating honor and courage. Communication is eventually restored, and American forces begin searching. Meanwhile, Gulab sends a messenger through enemy territory to seek help. The tension remains constant, as danger lurks outside every door. The film respects Afghan allies, portraying them as brave individuals rather than stereotypes. Luttrell's physical condition worsens, but hope slowly returns. His survival is no longer solitary. The narrative reinforces that loyalty transcends nationality. Brotherhood exists beyond uniforms. Trust, sacrifice, and honor bind strangers together against overwhelming violence. The attempted rescue operation suffers tragedy when a Chinook helicopter carrying SEAL reinforcements is shot down. All aboard are killed, deepening the film's emotional weight. This loss highlights the mission's devastating cost. Despite setbacks, U.S. forces continue the search. Luttrell remains hidden as fighting intensifies nearby. The film balances action with grief, allowing space to mourn fallen soldiers. Names and faces matter, reinforcing respect for real lives lost. The story refuses easy victories. Every rescue effort carries risk and sacrifice. War's unpredictability dominates the narrative. Survival often comes at unbearable cost. The fallen are honored not through triumph, but remembrance, reinforcing the film's tribute to courage. Eventually, American forces locate Luttrell and extract him safely. The rescue is tense but restrained, focusing on relief rather than celebration. Luttrell's survival feels bittersweet, weighed down by loss. The film transitions into reflection, revealing the fate of Ahmad Shah and honoring those who died. Real photographs of the fallen SEALs appear, grounding the story in reality. This moment reinforces respect and authenticity. The audience is reminded these events truly happened. Lone Survivor avoids political commentary, focusing instead on individual sacrifice. The emotional impact lingers as names, faces, and families are acknowledged. The film closes its narrative by honoring memory over spectacle, ensuring fallen heroes are never forgotten. Lone Survivor stands out for its unflinching realism and emotional restraint. The film avoids glorifying violence, instead portraying war as chaotic and unforgiving. Performances emphasize authenticity, especially in moments of pain and fear. Sound design amplifies tension, while silence often speaks louder than explosions. Direction favors immersion, placing viewers directly into the battlefield. Brotherhood remains the film's emotional core, highlighting loyalty above all else. The narrative respects soldiers without turning them into invincible heroes. Every injury matters. Every loss hurts. The film functions as both action drama and memorial. By grounding the story in real events, Lone Survivor becomes a powerful tribute rather than simple entertainment. In conclusion, Lone Survivor is a harrowing portrayal of courage, sacrifice, and brotherhood under impossible circumstances. The film honors Navy SEALs by showing their humanity, not just their strength. Marcus Luttrell's survival represents endurance fueled by training, loyalty, and compassion from unexpected allies. The story emphasizes ethical choices, cultural respect, and the cost of war. Rather than offering victory, the film offers remembrance. Its emotional power comes from restraint and honesty. Lone Survivor leaves audiences with respect for those who serve and those who sacrifice. It reminds viewers that survival is rare, loss is heavy, and courage often means standing firm when escape is impossible.